Hello, everyone. Let's talk about crude oil today. So there were 3 trades I made, and I wanted to share those trades with you. Today is June 1st, 2022, and it is actually the first day of the month, which brings a couple of adjustments I have to make in my charts. Okay, let's talk a little bit about crude. First of all, and before I start, I want to remind you that you can subscribe to my channel and set up the alerts, so in that way whenever I put new videos you would be able to get alerted and look at them. So I'm not a financial advisor, so what I'm doing is to share with you my personal trading strategy basically, and to make sure that you guys, if you want to follow me and follow what I do, I mean, it's up to you. Trading future it has potential rewards, very good ones, but also has a large potential risk if you don't know what you're doing. So if you have questions, again, you can put them in the section of comments below the video, and I would be glad to respond them. Additionally, I have to remind you that I trade with Apex, so go to Apex Funding. You will find the link in the description of this video, and there's also a coupon you can use for 50% discount. You can use there are several programs, there are several sizes of accounts. I do own several of them, and the advantage of that one is that you can replicate the trades in multiple accounts, and that would reduce your risk, and also would increase your profits if you're making profits. Okay, so let's review the presentation I made yesterday again. So let me put this one here so we know what we're talking about, right? So first of all, what we do is to identify what type of day we are. And today, crude was actually in compression from the beginning of the session. So overnight it was in compression, and my assumption was that it was going to continue in compression the whole day, and it was going to move around the compression range. Okay, so then with that information, I identify what are the levels of support and resistance, and based on those, I sell at support. I mean, I'm sell at resistance, and I buy at support. That would be the idea, right? And then to do that, I rely in chart patterns that could be breakout of compression, trend reversals, and pullbacks and failures. So those are the ones that I use. So basically what you have to know is that you are going this way. You go first, identify the day, then and then add the analysis, and then find the setup. And once you do that, you find a setup, you do it the opposite. The right setup needs to be in the right analysis, or using the right analysis. So it should be in support or resistance for you to buy or sell, and then that should be in the right market conditions. So in this case, in crude, is going to be in compression. So let's analyze what compression is, and let me show you a little bit. So here are the 3 trades I made, so I'm going to explain them a little bit later. So here is what I saw. Let's put a crude opens at 9 a.m. So I'm gonna put a vertical line right there. So this is what you should be seeing right there. Okay, so this is before the market opens. So basically you do have a compression at the beginning of the day or in the overnight, and then you will see that it's going to come down here and it's going to go up. You know, hopefully you at this point you are sleeping. Let me see if I marked. I did not. My fault on this one. So this should be my high and the low of the day. So I did not mark on this one, and I'm gonna do it right now. Sorry, it's gonna take just a minute to do that. To do this. So in the overnight, you were right here, and then right there. So that is the overnight low and the overnight high on that one. I don't know why I don't have it that way. What I do have though is the yesterday's low and yesterday's high. Hopefully, you know, I did not mark it either. Probably I did it with the other chart. So basically, okay, this one is high and low from yesterday. I should have them marked down. Okay. So anyways, so this is the chart for yesterday and today when in the overnight session. So it started here with a range and then moved up, painting a significant low here and a significant high over there. So basically after that and before the market opened, started to range here and then moved down and up again. So you know, I painted this channel right there. In that way, in these extensions, I would say we should agree that in this area here we're in a range where we're trying to move away from the range, but it did fail. So if you see here overnight at around 8 a.m., it went all the way down and made a double bottom right here in the green area. This green area is an area for that you can improve the possibility that you're going to bounce. So that's why it's green, right? Green means buying. So basically moved from here in this direction. Let me put it right here. So if you think about this, so you go in this area, you are moving up, right? So market is painting bullish here, but it you know, it went into this a high and then into this range right here, right? So what happened is that my sentiment or my bias is bullish, but in the range. So when it comes back down to this area, you should be thinking that you would buy to the upside in this area, right? And there's a setup which is a double bottom right here that it was an indication that probably you wanted to go long. I did not. This one was before the market opened. So market on gold on crude open at 9 a.m. So I did not make any trade there. But it was a reasonable bet, and you would probably be rewarded if you take it. Now within the range, not a good idea to buy anything. So I let it go. Probably a good entry would have been right here in the break that right there in the break of this channel. So that one was good for a couple of ticks and then came back, right? You have the overnight high here that I did not have painted, but then it started to chop moving up, and so there was no that much conviction. At 9:40 a.m. then the market came back down, and I took this counter trend trade. Okay, so let me show you why I took it. So in this area here, which is the red area, I'm thinking that the market in a range is going to come back. So this area here, the gray one, is a magnet. So that is the range area, and these are extensions basically. So market was moving up and up and up, and then here made a comeback. Then you see in this area here, I took the trade when it was moving below the 30-minute opening range, which is this horizontal red line you see here. Okay, so then it came back and then moved a little bit. I was under hit for one tick. I did not sell. I put my stop up here, thinking, okay, this is going to be a test and it's going to come back down. Probably it would have been a good idea to sell it right there in the 200 moving average, right there, right? Let's see. So right there would have been a really good, nice spot to sell a target. But I wanted this one to run all the way down to the lower side of the range. Crude came back up and then made another attempt to go higher, but then it failed. Right? It failed right at this spot below the Ichimoku cloud, and then came back down. And then when in this area here, let's see, right there when it crossed the 30 moving average, and also when it moved below this low here, I took this break. And then my idea was that, okay, this time this one is going to move all the way down to the bottom of the chart. It did not. It came back. So I took the profits right there. We're small gains, both of them, but it was okay. So the first one, let me review my. Okay, so the first one here was good for $200. So from 117.22 all the way down to 117.02. That is actually $200 right there. And then when it broke again in this one here, I had also 200 all the way down, but then I took it out when it came back. So that one was $130. In between the two of them, I do have a $330 profit on these two trades, minus commissions. Then finally market came back down and touched the bottom of the range right there, and then had a reaction, went up. If you see here, we do have the opening range also in this area right there, and then market started to move sideways. Okay, so now we do have another range, right? So what do we do here? So basically the range was modified. So there's you can paint a new range here, or you can move this one. What I'm gonna do is to move it and then move it a little bit, and this is the range in the afternoon, so you would see what I was thinking in here. Okay, So I'm trying to look areas where I have the most touches here, right? So we have that. Let me see if I adjust it there a little bit, so to make this one fit well, and then in the lower side we have these three, so that would be probably okay. So what happened here is that the market moved to the red area once again in here, and then now I'm looking for capturing the breakout of this channel. So coming back up, I did not take it because there was a possibility that this movement would go, up, down, and from here touch and go up again. But so I wait a little bit and put the trade right there when it broke right there. When it broke this and went below this area there, so one tick above, maybe I put the trade. So it 116.55, and then came back down. I was looking for this one. Actually, this low of 115.90 was my target, but there was a little bit of congestion here, and I was stopped out when it moved up there. So at 116.39 is when it was sold. So that one was good for $160, and then that was it. I did not take any other trades, but there were some valid trades right here, moving away from this one and going into the green area again. So normally what happens is that if you're in a channel, this distance that you have in between the high and the low here is going to replicate here down below. And then if it's extended, then you would have a good area for considering buying again. Now the issue on this one is that coming into this channel now, the entry, I mean the price was coming down and then move sideways right here, and then moved. So the idea is that it's going to continue moving to the same direction, going out of the channel. You never know, but that is what we expect, that it's going to move in this direction right here. Okay, so yeah, those were the three trades. $490 in crude today, in a range market. If you try to trade in this area, you would be chopped into pieces like crazy here. There's no way for you to make money in this area right here. So that's why I wait for it to go up or go in or move down. There was a good entry here, but it failed. There was another entry here, but it failed. So did not take this. I just took the one that when I was in the over sold area right here, and then came back down. So all right, so that's the video for today. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, again, no problem, put them in the chat, and I would try to respond. And if I cannot respond in a short answer in the chat, I will make a video of it. All right, thank you so much for watching.